Hi everyone, it is Sunday and it is April 10th. I actually got the date right this time as opposed to the last time when I said it was Friday and it was actually Saturday. And it's been a good weekend. The weekend's winding up, of course, and so tomorrow I have to go back to work. Yay. Anyway, everybody tends to want the weekends and they're good. At least for me, I enjoyed my weekend. My husband is actually down visiting his family in Indiana, so I've been kind of bacheloretting it this weekend. Not doing anything major, but just kind of chilling out and doing my own thing and just, you know, enjoying a little peace and quiet and whatever. Not that my husband isn't, you know, peaceful and quiet, but anyway, you know, sometimes it's good just to have a little downtime. And he's enjoying time with his family, which is really good. And he could go longer than I could have my weekend off, because I just had Saturday and Sunday off, and he could go. And he'll come back tomorrow, so he'll get to have the full weekend. He left Friday, and he'll get to have the full weekend with the family. And then, you know, come back tomorrow. So I'm ready for him to come back. Actually, I think I was probably ready for him to come back after the first night. It was kind of like, okay, the novelty's worn off. He can come home now. But, so anyway, today I wanted to do kind of a little chat. I'll try to keep the time on this down a little bit, but there's no guarantee. I get talking and I get excited about stuff and who knows where it'll go. But that's real life. I'm literally in my pajamas, so I'm done for the day. Today I had the opportunity to go spend some time with my daughter, and I hung out with her for a while. Poor thing, she got to hear about the ketogenic diet a lot, because I don't talk about it a lot in my daily life. At least I try not to. I try to keep myself, you know, restrained as far as talking about it and the health benefits and whatnot. And yeah, I kept apologizing because I'm like, I'm sorry, you know, I know this must be like really boring if this isn't what you want to talk about. And that's one thing I like about the YouTube videos is the fact that, you know, I put the hashtags in and I put in the title like what I'm talking about. So if it's not interesting to you, you don't have to watch it. You know, nobody's making you watch any of these videos. So, you know, you're free to do whatever you want. And if the conversation isn't interesting, don't watch it. That's okay. Poor daughter, though, she was like a captive audience, and I just kind of blathered on about the health benefits and blah, 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 and, you know, and how good I feel and blah, blah, blah. And yeah. So, poor thing. You know, she's probably like, okay, Mom, you can leave now. Thanks for visiting. But, you know, I love spending time with her, and I love talking to her, and, you know, and sometimes I get all excited and I spend too much time going on about what I'm excited about. But anyway, it was a good visit, and then I went to Meijer's and I did some shopping, and I did some shopping for the folks, and I did some shopping for me. And this weekend was payday weekend, so I was able to kind of restock some supplies, and I got to thinking about things that I use on a regular basis that I thought you might be interested in learning about. And so I've collected up a whole menagerie of things in front of me. You can't see them, but that I'm going to kind of briefly go over just to kind of pique your interest. And if it's something you know you're interested in, you can research it more. I am very much an advocate for being your own advocate, really, as far as health goes, as far as, you know, anything. Research. We have Google, we have Bing, we have, you know, all these different sources out there. Now, the thing to remember about Googling or whatever, I'm a big Googler. I love Google. It is the way it is. I don't like Bing for whatever reason. I've tried it a couple of times, and I started out on Yahoo. I mean, back when the computers were, you know, first beginning, I was a Yahooer. And, you know, and I was, you know, there, and then when I discovered Google and it seemed to just work better, the email worked better, everything just for me worked better. You know, other people, you know, find what works for you. I'm totally for doing what works for you. Excuse me. I had just had dinner. So anyway, a few of the things that I use on a regular basis are based on the premise that our skin is our largest organ in our body, covers everything, and it's the most absorbent organ in the body. So everything you put on your skin, you are eating. Basically, that's what it comes down to. If you want to test this theory, if you don't believe me, cut a piece of garlic in half and rub it on your feet. And see how long, just time yourself, how long it takes before you taste it on your tongue. Your body absorbs it, it gets into the bloodstream, it goes through everything. So I still use a lot of, man-made products, and I know I do, but at least I try to cut down on a lot of things. And I actually did an experiment at one point where I went 44 days without using any man-made shampoo. I washed my hair, I washed my body, all that with like vinegar, water, or vinegar cider mixed with water, or baking soda, and that was it. And I switched back, I gradually went back to shampoo, but initially I went with baby shampoo because my thinking was that it's gentler and it's supposedly supposed to be safer for children, babies, infants, all this kind of stuff, and alkaline, balanced and whatnot. So I started using that because the vinegar, it worked. In some ways it worked great because, like, if I go more than 24 hours without washing my hair, my head itches like crazy. It makes me incredibly crabby. And when I started using the apple cider vinegar, and after about a week into it, my head stopped itching. And my hair didn't look bad. Nobody knew. Nobody. My husband didn't know. Nobody knew that I wasn't using soap. I still came out clean. I smelled good. I smelled fine. My hair was clean. Everything was fine. Nobody knew. And I even posted a blog about not using soap and having went to watch my niece in a play, and this was a year ago, and it's about when I was doing the whole experiment, and somebody in front of me, they smelled really bad, like they hadn't taken a shower ever, and I'm like thinking to myself, you don't even have to have soap. You could take a shower and you wouldn't smell bad. Seriously, So I was kind of crabby about that. But anyway, you're kind of sitting there watching the play, because they smell really bad. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So anyway, some of the products that I use, some are keto related, some are just health related, and I just wanted to touch base on them and try not to be super long. Look, I've already went, over 7 minutes. So this I use in the shower. Regular old baking soda, food grade. Don't get the kind you stick in the refrigerator to absorb odors. What I usually do with this works really well for, if it's in the summertime and you're hot and you're dealing with a lot of, you're sweating more and that kind of thing. Use this on all your hot spots. It works great as a deodorizer. And you'll be less likely to start smelling bad as you sweat, on those hot summer days. I also use it at the end of my shower. I use it. I have a cute little tub I got from Dollar General, and it cost about $3, and it came with its own little scoop, and it actually holds the big one of these, the big $1.50 whatever size, and it comes with a scoop, and I scoop it out while I'm in the shower and put it in my palm, and I scrub my face, I scrub my neck, I scrub my chest, I scrub my arms, I scrub, any place that needs a little more attention as an exfoliant, and rinse it off, and everything feels silky smooth after the scrub. And I really feel like, I've already washed my face in the shower, but this kind of helps, it's helps alkaline your face so that it's regulated. And, your skin doesn't feel like it needs to produce a bunch of oil because everything's kind of back where it needs to be. The other thing, and I was going to grab it and I didn't, but everybody knows what olive oil looks like. I was using olive oil. I kept it right on the side of my tub. And I would take a couple of drips while I'm still standing there after the shower's over and I'm wet. And I take a couple drips in my hands and rub them together, and I'd rub it on my neck, and rub it around my mouth and around my eyes, because I'm trying to battle the whole wrinkles and crepey skin and, that kind of thing. And any extra, I would rub it like on the back of my arms or whatever, just kind of make it. Now the thing about the olive oil, it worked really pretty decently, and the part of the reason I used olive oil was because I've looked at so many of the skincare products, and they're super expensive, and I've actually bought some of them. Maggie, go lay down right now. Go lay down. Go lay down. Somebody's doing something outside and making her nervous. But anyway, and they didn't work any better than olive oil, honestly. So that's what I was using. And now I just switched to, and I just found this, and this is sweet almond oil. So I'll let you know how this works. It's pure, it's food grade, it's 100% moisturizing oil, but it is food grade, and I bought it at the local Orchard Lane Country Store. I love that store. And the nice thing about this, but better than the olive oil, is this actually is absorbed into your skin. So you don't have like that oily, because I'd put the olive oil on and then I'd kind of have to blot everything afterwards, because then to put makeup on with oil on your face, it's not going to work for like the work day. So those two things are bathroom related things. The other thing, when I did the experiment, I also started thinking about all of the deodorants and the aluminum in them, and how they've been linked to breast cancer and that kind of thing. And so I started using this crystal. I have one that is like a little nub right now. It's like this big. I just bought this weekend. This is brand new. Just used it for the first time today, because the other one is so little and it fell out of the container, so I'm like trying to use it. Whoa, hey, music's. Shh. Little music. This, holy Moses, what is going on? Sorry. Okay. Need a little extra music. So this is crystal deodorant. It's salt, basically. And this, what you do with this is you apply it to clean, wet skin. Now I kind of cheat with this because I keep it on the side of my tub. So when I'm done with my shower, before I towel off, I'm standing there in the shower, I put it on, it's my deodorant. Works great. Now it is just a deodorant. It is not an antiperspirant, so you're still going to sweat. But with my job being pretty much a desk job, I'm not working up a huge sweat most of the time. This works really well. I feel really good about putting this on my skin because it doesn't have aluminum. It's not likely to cause, breast cancer or any of the other stuff that's related to this. So, and I've already used it. This stick, $5.19 last year. The one I bought, the sticker's still on it and there's still, like I said, there's a little nublet. It was $6.19. So it actually came down, but that's $6 for 1 year's worth of deodorant, and I still have some left, and I bought it last March. So, and this, like I said, this kind of originally it fell out of the thing. I will tell you, if you decide to use this, keep the lid on it after you use it, because if you leave it open, it crystallizes, and this, instead of being nice and smooth on your skin, this gets all crusty, crunchy, and it doesn't feel very good when you rub it on your armpits. But anyway, that's the other thing. Now to the keto side of things. This I have been using from Myers. This is Stevia, liquid Stevia, but it also has erythritol in it. And again, I don't know if I'm saying that exactly right. The spelling is ERTHRITOL, and it has stevia, and they tell you to shake it up before you use it, and it's kind of like those water flavorers, only it's sweetener, and 0 calories, no carbs. This is good if you're watching your carbs. I'm a real big fan of this Zevia, and this is stevia and erythritol. Aha, I can't say it right. But anyway, erythritol. And actually1 serving, a serving size is half a teaspoon. So I posted something about this online, and I said 1 equals 3. So like 1 tablespoon equaled 3 tablespoons, but that was actually a lie, because A half a teaspoon is a serving and it equals a tablespoon. So yeah, but anyway, it works really well for sweetening stuff. I like it for baking little sweet treats or making, you know, low carb desserts or whatever. I have not noticed this causing me any problems gastrically. Like the sugar-free chocolate chips that I bought, yeah, no, those definitely do. And then I also bought I just picked these up today because I thought these might be handy, you know, to have with me or to back up on recipes or whatnot. I finally found this. People had been posting this in the keto adaptation group that I follow on Facebook, and it's Zevia. It's pop sweetened with stevia, which is awesome because it's stevia is a natural sweetener. Actually, it says Zevia, and it's actually, I lied. It's erythritol is what it uses. But that's actually supposed to be a better, it's supposed to be a better sweetener than, say, Splenda, which Splenda was always my go-to because it was a sugar alcohol. This is erythritol is another sugar alcohol. But this is cola and it's clear. Having my adult beverage, it's rum and Coke. The cola is right there. And it's clear. And it's GMO, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners. It does contain caffeine. Oh dear. Haha, thought I was going to sleep tonight. But it's a better sweetener. This is kind of pricey, actually. I will say I'm gonna have to shop around a little bit because a 6-pack was $5.99, so it's like $1 a can. It's a little on the pricey side. And the other thing that I just found at the grocery store, my local grocery store, I don't have to go all the way to Meijer, and I had seen this online too, but I hadn't ever like noticed it. And this is Lacroix. It is sparkling, fruit flavored sparkling water with no calories, no artificial sweeteners, and it's no salt either. So if you're paying attention to that, this one's lime. I also got the cran raspberry. I saw like a citrus lemon or something. I like the lime so far. The cran raspberry was okay, but I think I was kind of missing like the sweet. I actually had to put a little bit of this in it to kind of make it taste a little bit better. But okay, so those are a few of the things that I like to use on a daily basis, and they work for me. So if you're interested in, you know, checking them out, I will tell you that I've been using these for a while. Now, like, again, this I just started using, but I really like it so far. And I think it'll actually work better than olive oil because I don't smell like a salad. So on the upside, that's a good thing. So I hope everybody had a good weekend, and I hope everybody has a great week. And I do apologize for this being super long, but just something I wanted to touch base on and kind of go over a little bit. I'm going to do a weigh-in tomorrow, and I'll have to see if my adult beverage, I had some on Friday night, the first night my husband was gone, and then I have this tonight, and I'll have to see if that affects if I lost weight, gained weight, whatever. It's also like 3 days before Shark Week, 2-3 days before Shark Week, and you know, my aunt's coming to visit me. Anyway, so you know, I also did a little experiment because I had been for the last year and a half or better taking soy isoflavones to help regulate my hormones, and the ketogenic way of eating is supposed to help regulate your hormones. A lot of people eat it this way or live this way in order to deal with PCOS. I have never been diagnosed with that, but I used to have very irregular periods. And they actually had gotten more regular when I started taking the soy isoflavones over the years. And part of the reason I took them was to avoid hot flashes. I am getting to that age where I am kind of walking around with my own personal summer most of the time. Yay me. So yeah, I start out wearing layers and they start leaving. But so I decided when I had my last Shark Week, my last visitor, my last period, to stop taking the soy isoflavones to see if, having been on this ketogenic way of eating for the last 3 months has normalized my hormones. So far I haven't noticed anything major. My mood hasn't been bad. And typically, like during the week before, I'm kind of emotional, and I haven't noticed being any more than usual. I tend to be emotional anyway. I kind of, just one of those people. I cry at the Hallmark commercials and that kind of stuff. But so anyway, I apologize for this again, for being super long, and I hope that you have bared with me through this to the very end, and I hope you all have an awesome week. I will let you know one way or the other how the scales are. I will say that I had a non-scale victory when I had to go bra shopping, and I lost both a size and a cup. So that was super awesome. It's kind of like, yay, things are actually shrinking. Yay. So anyway, have an awesome week, and I will talk to you guys all again soon. Thanks.